Land Rover diff pans. There's a few covers on the market. They all tend to get peeled off, don't work very well. There's some weld-on ones on the market. Don't really like those either, because all you're doing is gaining a bit more strength, but there's got to be a better way of doing it. So we really wanted to make something better, stronger, looked half decent, and gave you the ability to unbolt it to see what's going on inside your diff in case you need to clean it out or check if there's any damage. So the first thing we did was go to the drawing board and work out how to do it. And what we came up with was this little bundle of joy here. This is your base plate. This is made out of 8mm Domex. Now bear in mind, Domex 3 times structural strength of mild, so that's the same as a 24mm lump of plate. 3/8 24. It's also drilled and tapped 10mm, and being Domex, there's very little chance that you'll damage the threads in there. We then come up with a locking system. You've got 15 M10 12.9 grade socket head caps and 15 very expensive but best washer on the market Nordlock flange washers. As part of the kit, we also wanted to make it easier to put the oil in, so we've made a great big filler and use one of our magnetic plugs, which as you can see is very magnetic, and that goes into the filler plug, and that comes with the kit. So what you basically do is you cut off your diff pan. You can also cut this lump out here, or even bigger across here if you want to. That gives you access to actually maybe get your diff out if you break a shaft or something. And then you weld your plate on. Now the way you line it up is very simple. There's a line there, and that lines up with the weld. And there's a line here, and that lines up with the weld. And then what we suggest you do is you weld it here, and you weld it down there. And what you'll find then is, because of the shape of the tube, you're going to have a gap under there. So rather than make it cheap and nasty and have it where you're filling the hole here with MIG and making a great big weld, that puts an awful lot of heat into here and here, which can make the axle twist, but also you run the risk of a bit of MIG wire going under here and jamming the thread. So what we've done is we've come out with these filler rods. These come with it. These are Domex again, and they're shaped so that they actually fit in here. In fact, we've even got a little cutout so that when you put it in there, it actually doesn't get in the way of the bolt there. And what you do is you linish this with a grinder until it's a nice fit, top and bottom, and then you weld it up. And when you've done that, you've got your great big diff pan that goes on the top, which we'll show you now. And here it is. This is the Xcess 4x4 removable diff pan. Just like the base, this is 5mm Domex, so that's the same as having a piece of 15mm plate, so that's not going to bend. This is 3mm Domex, so that's the same as having 9mm plate, and that's a bit of 5mm Domex offcut that we've laser cut and put on where the strike area is. So you've got 5mm here and 3mm underneath, that's 8mm, so clouting it here is pretty much the same as hitting 24mm of plate. There's your great big filler, welded in with a bung. Here's the magnetic plug and the copper washer. These are series copper washers, so they're as cheap as chips if you want to replace them. But there you go. We're very pleased with it. It will fit pretty much all coil sprung axles and will be available on the web shop very shortly. The other thing we said was we didn't want it to weigh a ton. So what does it actually weigh? So putting it on our trusty scales, it comes in at a very respectable 3.1 kilograms. Considering how strong this is, that's not a lot of weight. Bend that and I'll be impressed. These will be on the website shortly. Thanks for watching.